This is a sample video capture by Frank Odaz, Lone Eagle Consulting for Ken Westman and staff at the Barrett Hospital. Essentially, anybody can create a video for whatever they can show and tell on their own computer screens at no cost using free software to be posted online and then shared as a simple URL. This is a site that I created, Websites for Seniors, and I'm going to highlight some important resources very briefly. OneMontana.org hosted a full-day webinar on the graying of Montana with very important statewide national demographic data. It was rather excellent and rather sobering as well. Previously in DC was a similar webinar focusing on getting seniors online with broadband issues, and that webinar was video archived at this site as well. I also wrote a summary report that's available for anyone that's interested. One of the hosts for that conference was the GetSeniorsOnline.org project in Illinois, $6.8 million. And here is their 4-minute video with senior testimonials on the value of the internet. Don Samuelson, the director, is also working on updating their training using the Brainshark format, and they've created a sample Facebook tutorial. On NBC News recently was a segment saying millions of new jobs will be created for seniors to support seniors. And an example of that is with the iPad telemonitoring device. It's actually a robotic mobile unit for passive or active telemonitoring. Now, the problem in the past has been that Medicaid does not reimburse for telemedicine. However, very recently, our governor has signed legislation to reverse that, and here's an article on that opportunity. In addition, the FDA cites over 500 million smartphone users will be using some type of health app within the next 2 years. I'm aware of chronic pain management apps and others that I've heard are absolutely outstanding. We need to teach people locally what's available. There are a lot of other opportunities, such as wearable devices for ongoing biomonitoring to be automatically transferred via wireless technologies. Next September, Senator Baucus will host the Economic Development Summit with an emphasis on technology. This might be an opportunity. Here's an article on the summit. Now, there's also a telemedicine project in Northwest Montana, $13 million funded by the BTOP to the Ronan Telephone Company. The supercomputer that is based in Butte has some extraordinary connectivity that is going to be shared with Missoula, and if we speak up, could be shared with Dillon as well. Here's an article on what Missoula's plans are. I am familiar with many national initiatives, and I won't detail them at this point, but the IT director at Western created this video as an application to Google's Gigabit competition on Dillon. 10 years ago, we were on the front page of the San Jose Mercury News regarding our online ambitions as well. Dillon has a long history of innovation, starting in 1988 when the Big Sky Telegraph came online, and that history is published as one of the first rural educational networks in the country. I have since written articles on broadband for the Weekly Yonder, for NATOA, and others. I've attended DC to storm the Hill for HIMSS Advocacy Day, advocating for health information technology. I've done that twice. I also spent 4 months advising the Montana Centers for Independent Living organization and have a long list of resources. I met Mark Lodman in Albuquerque, New Mexico, who wrote a book on how the very function of rural communities is going to shift dramatically when we become predominantly retirees. There's also an interesting video that relates on how seniors can mentor youth even without any content expertise at all by simply sharing their attention. Um, Essentially, I've been advising Don Samuelson with the Get Seniors Online for over a year. I created the following long listings of links for seniors. And there are certainly issues regarding what's broadband and what's in it for me. This compendium of links basically gives you a introduction to some of the issues that are already posted online. Keep in mind, I've been creating online courses for both educators and citizens for well over 25 years, and I have a, a number of ideas for how mobile learning and short apps can be an innovation for Dillon to raise initial awareness among seniors and the broader community as to how to lower costs, improve services, and do a better job taking care of each other.